All right, so when you're ready to wrap your piece, mine has been wrapped and you can kind of see the clay sticking up through the foil. You're going to cut your foil a little bit larger than your square. I'm just going to cut that. And what I did when I was measuring my foil for my design is the first thing that I did is I just made a square slightly larger than my 4-inch cardboard where I glued on my Model Magic. And I use my Sharpie for that. You all have a Sharpie in your supplies, so that's not why you have the Sharpie, but it comes in handy. I'm just going to cut this. Now the thing is, when you are when you're putting your foil over your dried initial, you want to use something that's not very sharp. So you could use the eraser end of your pencil right here. I use my fingertip because if you push too hard on the foil, it'll tear. Right, and then you have your foil square. And then the next thing I do is I cut the corners. So what I mean by that is make a little mark. I'll put my square here so you can see. And then I just cut the corners so when you are gluing, you have these little tabs to glue on the back, and you don't have to deal with kind of like all this excess foil. Right, so you push that out of the way, make sure it's pretty smooth, right? And mine is completed, but you are going to lay this over your clay, and you'd put some glue stick right here, your glue stick right here, put that over, glue it, and then press down your foil. So as I was doing that, putting down my foil, as you can see, my backside is glued, and then I just kind of take my finger and I'm just like really pressing that down. I did put some glue on the cardboard as well, so this way it kind of held the foil in place. So I would recommend that. You could put a little bit of glue on anywhere in your cardboard that's flat. Now, if you end up with a tear, with like a little piece of the cardboard showing, and you want to cover that up, just use some of your foil scrap. And kind of rub it over your glue stick. I always glue like the thing that I'm gluing as opposed to the cardboard when I'm doing something small, so I don't get glue everywhere. All right, so I'm just going to glue that. So if there's any areas that get torn up, then just cut a little piece of foil and just glue it over. Because you're using the glue stick, it'll just get nice and flat. So it's hard to see here. You'll see it better on the next video where I do the Sharpie. But you can see that my cardboard, the clay piece is sticking up through my foil, and I've tried to kind of go around the foil design, the design that I made with the foil as closely as possible. So you can kind of like pinch it, push it down, pinch it in place, rub it, always giving it a little like encouragement helps. All right. So the next step I'm going to show you is what to do with your Sharpies, and that's going to be to add your color and your detail to your initial.